Hey, how's it going, guys? So today I'm going to be doing a loot from 10 SIVA strikes. SIVA strikes came along with the Rise of Iron DLC, and they're no different than regular weekly ones. They still have a burn, they still have perks with them every week. Of course, there's new strikes as well. But this difference is, with the loot especially, even if you get blue items from when you kill the boss and no exotic, then blue items will be guaranteed upgrades, which is always nice. So not only are we going to be looking at the loot this video, we're going to be looking more sided with how much we upgrade in light level. So this should be fun. I started these strikes at 352 light, so just keep that in mind. 352 I started these strikes. And by the way, I would recommend starting these at about 3-4. I mean, I started them at 345 when I first started doing them. So they're not too difficult. I'd recommend using a Zalo Supercell for this week anyway, until the burn changes, of course. But the Supercell does a lot of damage, as it would. And you're also going to have to make peace by the fact that you're going to die a fair amount of times in these strikes. Not because it's hard, but just because of the burns. But for the rewards you get, I'd say it's totally worth it. You upgrade like your light level, I'd say, once every 3 strikes. And that's with getting only blue items. Of course, Bungie as well added a new system with the strikes, giving you a chance to get a skeleton key at the end of them. I said the drop rate with them is about 1 in every 10 strikes, I'd say. And you use the key to get any specific item from that specific strike for loot. I personally think it's a pretty cool feature that they've added, and I'll also be making a video on these in the future, so look out for that. I love the fact that you can work towards an exotic engram and a legendary engram now, because it actually goes towards something. Grinding your light level to get it higher and higher is... I know there's a 320 light omnigul mission you can farm, and apparently that drops 365 engrams, but I'd much prefer to do these weekly strikes because it's so much fun, and the rewards you get, even if they're blue like I said, it's still very generous of how much you get upgrades for. This Bond Brother strike, I got a exotic engram from the first one, and on the second kill I got a legendary also, which is really nice. I think the best loot I've got so far from one strike is an exotic, a legendary, and as also a skeletal key. I always call them skeletal keys even though they're skeleton keys. Probably just me. No words can explain how salty AFK teammates make me during these strikes. You can imagine this strike especially with Arcburn and all the thrall that happened. Forgetting that though, this strike I got my first skeletal key. I called it skeletal key again. Skeleton key. I got my first skeleton key this strike. I'm sure you guys don't care about pronunciation anyway. If you guys are curious about what items you can get from skeleton keys for all the strikes you can play, I'll have a link in the description from a Reddit post I found, essentially summing up all the loot you can get from using the keys on the chest in every strike. I personally found it really helpful, so if you guys want to check that out, then feel free to. Next strike is of course Taniks, and just to show you guys what I mean by the blue items that the boss drops, it's always either the same level or high level for your current light level that it's at. These sort of upgrades that help you build your light level up really fast. You guys ever had this era when you try to start up a strike and you basically get told to fuck off? Yeah, me neither until now. I'd like to point out, after that strike I went into the Nightfall, which was the Wretched Eye, and from that I used my key and I got the sniper rifle you're looking at now, which is the Devil's Dawn sniper, which is incredible by the way. It's so hard hitting. I really like it. Just to let you guys know though, that's what I use my key on. It's obviously up to you what you use your key on, but I personally only use my key on the strikes that are new, or obviously Omnigul, which I'm trying to get the grasp of Malok, but I've still yet to get it then. I keep getting the Bond over and over again. I'm gonna get that God roll someday though. Probably not. Next up was Sepic's Perfected. I really did enjoy this strike. I thought I wouldn't really like it because it was, from what I assumed, was gonna end up being like a recycled strike. Bungie has pulled that shit before. But no, actually, I really do like this strike. I got some pretty big upgrades as well from the blue items I got. You'll see the blue sniper rifle I got was 4 levels higher than my current one. I'm telling you man, strikes are probably the funnest way to level up your light level. As you can see, I was kind of, you know, running out of inventory space for every slot at one point. I was kind of struggling to decide what to keep and what to dismantle. I ended up prioritizing light level over just regular legendaries that are lower. I tried my best to upgrade my light level as much as I could as I did these strikes, so the prizes I get would be higher light levels so I could upgrade higher. A lot of legendary marks were spent during this video. I made the same mistake during my engram opening video and I could have gotten way higher light levels, so I try my best to fix that now and make sure I don't forget. Oh man, this next strike. I'd like to say this strike we had no problem doing, but really, this was harder than the Nightfall somehow. Took about 30 minutes to do, so yeah, it's always fun. This is the chest in which I got the sniper rifle, by the way, just to let you guys know. There's 2 strikes you can get it from. Got given a splicer key at the end, so it was all worth it though. And on to the last strike though, guys. It's been, as always, a lot of fun to make these videos. I'd like to know how you guys are finding this DLC and these strikes so far. It means a lot to me that you guys are such a big fan of these types of videos. I know I'm not the most original YouTuber ever, but it's still a lot of fun to make these as long as you guys are enjoying them. And of course, I hope you guys enjoyed the video as well. Be sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, because it really does mean a lot to me. So as I said at the beginning, my light level that I started these strikes at was 352, and from getting this loot and in the end of things, I came out with 358 light. So 6 light upgrade just from playing these 10 strikes, including a Nightfall, which was kind of the only item I got from that which added to my light was the sniper rifle, because the reward from the Nightfall itself was 3 of coins. Always great. Other than that, guys, I really want to thank you guys for watching once again. It's a pleasure to be given the chance to entertain you lot. Leave a like and maybe subscribe if you're new around here. And other than that, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.